Hello everybody and welcome to this guide and tutorial for the golden shot. Difficulty level is hard and I'm gonna show you 10 shots on how to make it happen, or more to be more clear, like to get some or one of the chests at least with your free shot. So before we start, in the video description down below you can find a link to patreon.com/golfclashtommy. There you can sign up for training sessions, text guide packages, everything you need to improve your game even more. Also, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. So, okay, we're gonna start with the golden shot here. We're gonna go in and take a look. Difficulty level is hard. And we're gonna play hole number 8 from the recent Easter Open tournament, one of the Sunshine Glades. And here you can win the obsidian chest if you make the hole in one. You can get the amber chest if you get the yellow ring, and the crimson chest if you get the red ring. Then we do have the aqua chest for the light blue ring, and the cobalt chest for the darker blue ring. We're gonna play with the golden wood club every single time, and doesn't matter what type of win we're gonna have, golden wood club is gonna be it. And you can see on the screen medium distance with a 20% over adjustment, or if you don't want to use that in some form, then you're using 1.9 per ring. Especially counting in your head, it's easier to use the 1.9 per ring. And it's played downhill, therefore the adjustment isn't the same, or the ring adjustment isn't the same as it would be if we would be playing just a regular course that would be just straight down, straight ahead. So if you do have more questions about the golden shot, you can press the question mark on the top right. You will then get to the frequently asked questions, and there you can ask, not ask, but you can at least get answers for the questions not covered here. You get one free shot, spend it wisely. You can of course buy more shots if you want to. We are going to take a look at the landing position before we go to play. First, there's a little trick here that I want you to do. You do want to find the yellow ring just there by the bunker to the right, with the second bounce showing at the middle of the fringe, or the center, whatever you can call it. And the thing with that is that I want you to do that with the spin added. So even though you might gonna do a different spin depending on what wind we're gonna have, you're gonna always start by adding max backspin and as much side spin to the right possible. The only thing that might change later, is depending on what wind we're gonna have, then we're gonna change the backspin, and then we're gonna have a different position with the second bounce. But this is the starting point, and you're gonna see in the video what I'm gonna do. We're gonna go and take the video here. So first we're gonna have some tailwind, max backspin, max side spin to the right, and in tailwind we're gonna use max backspin and we're gonna use max side spin as well. So in here, the first try here, I'm trying to get myself like a spot, you know, you're looking for it and stuff like that, and trying to see here. Okay, you can see here I do have the second bounce in the center of the fringe with the yellow ring just there by the bunker. We adjust to 1.9 per ring, and in this case we're gonna use around half a ball of curl outside the adjustment ring to the right. You can see here that we're gonna come in a little bit more to the left, like we're a little bit to left, but still very close, a little bit too hot. So the only thing there with tailwind, need to back up a little bit, just need to back slightly, put the tip of the ball guideline at the beginning of the fringe instead in tailwind. Get some berserkers, that is well needed. Tailwind again, max backspin, max side spin to the right. Middle of the fringe, and as always, you know, with these shots, I'm going to just talk you through it and, you know, talk about it as normal, and then we're gonna summon it up in the end with what I do believe is the adjustment we are going to make for the various type of wins. Now, going with a little bit less than half a ball of curl, but once again, we kind of need to go with half a ball of curl here to get to come in nicely. Missed here to the left still, which is okay though, but once again we did use a little bit too little curl. Okay, so next shot here, let's go. So now we do have headwind, and look at this, I use the max backspin first, max side spin, to find the spot that I'm looking for. Then I'm gonna take off and change to 3 bars backspin in headwind. You can see I get a different second bounce position, but in the end, the starting position should be with the second bounce on the fringe, and then we're just gonna remove the backspin that we do not want to have. 2.9 rings to adjust for, and then we're gonna go with like almost the ball touching the outer part of the ring there to the right in curl. And we bounce, we bounce, we bounce, and we roll, and we roll, and we roll. And we get very close, and we take the yellow ring there. A little bit too much curl, but in the end we're getting the speed right, which is perfect. So in headwind, I would advise you to use 3 bars backspin. If you do have like an 7.5, 8 mile per hour straight headwind, you might gonna take off and play it like 2.8 backspin or something like that, so you don't go short. Headwind again, basically the same type of wind, and now we're gonna start once again, max backspin, max side spin to the right with the yellow ring with the bunker there. I'm gonna take off and use 3 bars backspin once again. And then we're going to adjust for the 2.9 per ring once again. And then in the end, we're going to take off a little bit of the curl there. We're still going to use curl, but a little bit less due to we missed it slightly to the right before. So we take it a little bit less. And this one looks that this is going to come in pretty nicely, guys. Get in! Get in! Get in! Get in! Get in! No! So close! So close! So close! But we took the red ring directly out of the yellow ring there. So that's cool though. That's cool though. We're gonna clean this up. Okay, so next shot, and we are going to play crosswind left to right. And here we're gonna start once again with max backspin and as much side spin to the right possible. Second bounce on the fringe with the yellow ring just there by the bunker. Then we're gonna take off, but not that much. We're gonna play it just a little bit less than 4. Just a tiny bit less than 4 bars backspin with this type of wind. 3.9 rings, and you can see there in the end, once I drop down into the sand, I need to push up my target just around half a ring to be able to compensate for the loss of distance I'm getting when dropping down into the sand. Coming in with a very nice amount of curl, rolling a little bit short, but that's because I used 4 bars backspin, not the 3.8, 3.9 that I wanted to have. So a little bit less than 4, not 4 that I've used here in this video. So we do have that win once again, the max backspin and as much side spin to the right to help ourselves find the position that we do want. And I know it's a lot of repetitive stuff that I'm saying, but important. Look now, we adjust the 3.9 rings. We're gonna drop down, and then we're going to, in the end, change to slightly less than 4. And also we do need to push up our target a little bit. There, you can see we're using around 70, oh, not we, but I'm using 75% of the ball outside the adjustment range to the right. It bounce, it bounce, it's bounce, come on! So close. So close, we got the yellow ring though. So get some Malibu cards, that was nice. As well, you know, we got some Amazon cards. That's not worthless, but it's not super good either. So, okay. Tailwind, max backspin, max side spin to the right. Looking for the same position here, and here with 6.6 in tailwind, I'm not gonna change my position. I'm gonna just use the max backspin, second bounce in the center of the fringe. I would though want you to back off just a little bit. As I said in the first shot that we did have tailwind, that we do need to back up our position a little bit so we do not come in too hot. This one bounces very well for us though, but sometimes we do get a slight longer bounce, so still I want to back up a little bit even though we did get the red red chest in the end. The crimson chest, if I'm not mistaken, Grim Reaper cards. And a couple of Berserker balls. So, now we do have headwind again. 5.6 max backspin we start with as much side spin to the right possible. And then we're going to look for our position here. Adjust it for 3 bars backspin instead. And once again, you can see that the second bounce is going to be changed. And I'm going to explain in the end why I'm actually doing this to you all. 2.9 rings. And then we're going to use the curl of having like not completely to the outside there. Almost like half, a little bit more than half. I want to be to the right there. We bounce on the fairway. Roll, we roll, we roll, we roll, we roll. Boom! Get in that hole. There we got it. We got it, guys. And gals, of course, we got it. Haha! So that was nice, perfect adjustment, got Obsidian chest, which is the hole-in-one chest. Let's see if we get some good cards. The boomerang, boo-merang. In the end, got just card for maxed out clubs, but 9 berserkers, which is very helpful. 7.5 in crosswind, max backspin, and as much side spin to the right. And then we're gonna change the backspin. First 3.9 rings, and then we're gonna push up half a ring. Slightly less than 4 bars backspin. And then we're gonna go with 75% of the ball in curl outside the adjustment ring to the right. You be fine then. And then we're gonna hit it perfect! Come on! We bounce. We bounce. We roll. Get in the hole then. Boom! There we go. So, 2 hole-in-ones ended up. Can we get something good in this chest out? Not any boomerangs. I don't want to have any boomerang. Can we get some good cards? The Rocket. The Backbone. We do have the Malibu. That's a good drop. That's a good drop. The Rock. That's decent, you know. Oh! Yes! There we go. Apocalypse cards to level 4, but also the Berserker ball. So, this was the golden shot. The difficulty level is hard. One of the Sunshine Glaze, hole number 8 from the Easter Open tournament that we recently played. So, okay, just to summarize here, we're gonna play the medium distance with a 20% over adjustment, or the 1.9 per rain. You choose whatever there you want to use that's gonna help you the best with your adjustment. And we are going to use a landing position that's going to be this one here. Yellow ring just by the bunker there with the second bounce just on the fringe, but this is with the spin added, so you'll have to use a max backspin, max side spin to the right as to use for your initial starting point. Then we're gonna change the backspin depending on what type of wind we're gonna have. So, okay, when we do have headwind, we're gonna play with 3 bars of backspin, max side spin to the right, and then we're gonna play with approximately like the ball. If we take the outer edge of the adjustment ring, we do want it to be kind of just halfway inside with right. Just watch the video if you have a hard time to understand that explanation with the curl. Very hard to explain. If we do have tailwind, we're actually gonna use half a ball of curl outside to the adjustment ring to the right, because we do get another kick to the left, which is strange. And then we're gonna use max backspin and as much side spin to the right possible. If we do have crosswind, we're gonna have crosswind right to left. We use max side spin to the right, slightly less than 4 bars backspin. And then we are going to always, when we drop down into the bunker, push up our target approximately half a ring towards the pin. Then we're gonna go with 75% of the ball outside the adjustment ring to the right in curl. If we do have wind, left to right like the other direction in terms of crosswind, we're gonna go with the same type of way. 3.8, 3.9 bars backspin, slightly less than 4, max side spin to the right. We're just gonna go with a smidge of curl to the right, just gonna touch the inner circle arrows there to the right with our ball, then we're gonna be there. As always, if you do have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. If you like the video and you like the adjustment explained, Take your time, hit thumbs up before you go. Here in the end, I wish you the best of luck in the golden shot.